excited to be back. I missed y'all.
I missed y'all too. That's why I came today.
Our weekly therapy session.
I know, that's what it is.
For sure, weekly therapy.
I missed y'all.
Is that the one? I got one in my purse. I don't know if this is the one. Is this the one from the other week?
That's not the one you normally
That's the first one that we
That's
did.
the first one. You like that chocolate one.
Oh, she
No,
likes
I like
the
the
chocolate.
one with the nuts, girl. I like nuts and nougat.
Oh my lord.
So this one.
Guys, we're back from a week off. I think I was gone 2 weeks.
I know. Get them, y'all.
I think I was gone 2 weeks because I was in Louisiana with my mama.
2
Yeah,
weeks. Which is understandable. Now we gotta be understanding.
we understand it on the mama side. We don't play about our mamas.
No, we don't.
Don't play by that.
No, we don't.
But
Not
last
even in the
week,
least.
I'm at all these ninjas.
Oh,
I
my
drove to the
lord.
studio. I live on the other side of town.
And she came.
And these ninjas was not here.
Oh.
Yo, what? I went off in the group chat.
Oh my lord.
Ooh.
I was privy to it once I got to Jamaica.
Jamaica me sick about it.
Somebody was on vacation.
That's all right.
Just a little something over vacation. Not nothing too crazy. You know, we just had a little 7 day, 6 night cruise. Whatnot.
Was it 7 days long for you?
7 days can be long.
It was. I did a 7 days. When did we go? I feel like maybe like the first of the year, but that was long.
My very first cruise was a 7 day, and I actually thoroughly enjoyed that one more than I enjoyed the 4 day. I felt like the 4 day went by fast.
Too fast.
But the one I took in May was a 5 day, and I felt it was perfect.
Yeah.
I agree. The 5 day would probably be great for me. You know, the 3 to 4 day, it just depends on where I would have gone. Because I've gone on 3 or 4 day and I've had a good time. But yeah, I think the 5 days is a good balance.
Yeah, I'm with you on that because I'm telling you, my first cruise was an 8 day cruise.
Ooh.
See what I mean?
Busted.
Go ahead, help them out with the sponsors. Help us out.
Listen. So y'all finna see me eat another one. It is definitely that time of the month. So anything chocolate and nuts is all in my life.
Wait.
So this pecan turtle bussin'.
Biscotti
Bussin'. The bussin' biscotti.
goes perfectly with this coffee.
And it is perfectly paired with this cup of joe.
This cup of joe is really good.
I'm going for a second. Y'all have never seen me do it, but tonight.
2 of them.
That means y'all need to go get some Nani's turtle
This is
pecan
bussin'. Ooh,
biscotti.
that-
That's what you need.
And guess what? Only 100 calories.
Ooh.
Y'all see that? Can y'all see it?
And as you guys can see, I worked out today. Oh my God. I took a yoga class.
And it calmed her little butt down so much that she thought that she wasn't getting on tonight.
Listen.
And I had to yoga her yoni to let her know that she was.
I just want y'all to know that I'm not the enforcer.
Is
Okay. We just let
I
her know. Go
an
ahead.
hour
Come on now.
last week to turn back around after I worked all day.
Yeah, I would have been mad too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, where y'all at?
She stay up the street.
What
He
is?
stay up the street. I stay on the other side of town. If I got over here, everybody should have been here. He should have been phoning in from the boat. Joe, who is not here because he's pre-celebrating
Happy
birthday.
birthday. Show up tomorrow.
and his nuptials coming up.
Yeah.
And let me help y'all.
Listen.
I still don't feel no kind of way for him because he should have had his butt here. This is officially 2 weeks because he wasn't here the week before.
Oh my Lord. Yeah, we did. My Lord, we had to turn him around.
Did
We had to turn him around. Oh, but he was gonna come, not feeling well. See that? See?
nah,
See,
he could
now
have kept the Rona at the house. But these last couple of days, ain't no way. I ain't. Just like I done give our amazing sports correspondent no kind of love and he's missing. We are building. And everybody need to be here.
Everybody to be here lifting their bricks.
Come on. Because many hands makes the load light. Huh?
All right.
Well, I don't want to hear nobody's name.
Mm-hmm.
You know, back in the day with that old Baptist church and your bricks had your name on it.
Yes.
When your brick ain't engraved because you wasn't here on the regular.
Listen. Because we're going to have them. We're going to have some bricks. Just because we a virtual church. Just because we a virtual church don't mean we ain't going to have no bricks. We're going to have a couple brick and mortars. You know, we're going to do that.
Right now, I'm just throwing bricks.
Oh my Lord, you throwing bricks.
And not hide her hand.
Throwing bricks. And I ain't hide my hand. I did it. Joe, Ed.
And look, now I gotta do his monologue. Jericho members, listen, we are ready to push the city limits.
Yes,
and thanks for your interest and support. And we're ready to start building community outreach programs. We've already started this process and start pouring into God's people through this service. Part of that means getting a bit more personal with you all, with our Jericho members, and offering partnerships and service opportunities for individuals to participate in the level that they feel called. Okay? Send us your email address. Let us know. Let's start the conversation about the different ways you would like to contribute to Jericho No Walls, because everyone has different gifts, and we'll send exclusive updates and new programs that may and will come available, like our church merch, for instance. So we got a few things coming up. The link is in the description, so we went on here and put it in the description for y'all, so that whenever we go live or whatever, it's down there. Okay, y'all. See that we trying to get this thing together, and I don't know if I did this better than the bishop, but I did the best I could. Amen. Because this ain't
wanted it any better, he'd have had his butt hit.
Oh boy, listen, and we're so happy for him and Ashley, and their nuptials coming up. Listen, we are happy, and Joseph, he's turning 50 something. Listen, he might not even look like it, but yeah, I got to treat my brother. I told him I was gonna get him a hand massage. See, I was gonna treat him to a hand massage. Listen, as a musician, an older musician, y'all remember those old school Aleve commercials when the old white lady that was playing the piano was like, "Oh, my hands hurt so bad." Well, I found myself being her. But I realized it wasn't necessarily the arthritis. It was just that my muscles were tired.
Yeah.
You know, so a little self-care. I had a massage. I had a massage on my hands, arms, neck, and head. When I tell you,
where you went to? Happy Feet?
No, it's this place over in the Cumberland area. It's gonna come to me. Lua. Something like that. Anyway, I sent it to you. Yeah, they're not famous. But they did the job, man. When I tell you I felt like a new person, you know, a little self-care will go a long way. And you gotta learn to take care of yourself. So
that was the panel I was on tonight. We were talking about how important self-care is, and it is.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's a choice. Because some of y'all be choosing to be broke, busted, disgusted, and tired. It's a choice. Choose self-care. Choose you.
I just didn't know.
When you know
this
better,
like an almond joy.
You learn better, you do better.
This got an almond.
And now that you know better, you feel better.
I feel better, and I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna go and get a regular massage, just to make sure. Because again, I didn't take on other music endeavors because it would literally hurt. It would hurt to practice. It would hurt to play. I'm sitting in the church on Sunday, and people were looking at my face with the grimace. I got a grimace on my face. They're like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm literally in pain. But you know, especially as brothers. But since I'm the only man on the panel today, because
other people didn't show up.
I had two people walk out on me, huh? Even though Edwin Styles did call me and say that he was making money for the next 2 weeks. He did say the next 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, he did.
Weeks. So yeah. He did notify us. He did check in with us.
He living just enough for the city, but he's
let the man make his money.
Make your money, but you could have sent us in some commentary. It's sports. You could have sent us in 2 little things to talk about sports. All I'm saying is be proactive because we building.
Okay.
I'm just saying, we all is busy. We all is out here riding around and getting it.
All of us. That's true. That's true. That's true. And so again, as a brother, sometimes we just, if it's not broke, we don't fix it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it could be broken down, but it's not broke, so we don't fix it, right? Because we're like, well,
we don't fix it before it get all the way broke down. It was there were cues, there were warning signals. Listen, before your check engine light came on, you felt that pulling.
Mm.
Hey, that's what my therapy session was about today, the warning signs.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Oh, we already getting into the day.
We already getting into it.
I'm glad I got my part, or I got Joseph's part out the way. Let me see if I can.
No, we got to run the show right there on the.
We got to run the. Okay,
so let's run right on into these hot topics.
Hot topics today. So we had the Video Music Awards. Now, what was this? Was this on
Sunday?
This was this past Sunday. Now, who on the panel watched?
I watched bits and pieces. I was busy. I had stuff going on, but I always kind of, I always kind of like check it back. I still haven't seen like the whole Diddy thing. The Video Music Awards is a little bit more pop and cultural than I personally prefer. I'm more of a BT Hip Hop Awards, all of that, the Soul Train Awards, even the Stellas. Like, I'm just a little bit more into that. The NAACP Image Awards. I'm more of a, what was that black show?
That black show?
Because some of them, listen, now I love all kind of music, but some of the stuff they be playing, I'm like, I don't listen. So I have to record it so I can fast forward to look at the stuff that I want to look at. And outside of that, I like looking at the fashion, of course. So speaking about the fashion.
Okay.
Wait. Let Erica go on here and get her point out.
No, what I was going to say is I only watched bits and pieces of it. I thought this 50th tribute to hip hop was really good.
I missed that part, but I'm going to go back.
I watched
it. It's recorded.
I thought it was a really good. And
it's recorded.
LL Cool J will always be one of my favorite rappers.
Baby, the ladies love Cool J. And I love him even though he got a wife. I love that you got a wife and you intentional about your wife and your family and y'all make black love look real and amazing. Listen.
And by the way, can I just say two things? Black love sometimes is underrated and not covered enough. Mm-hmm. And then when it is covered, it's Will and Jada on the tail end.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not for the bulk of the time that it was, a real beautiful
Seemingly
thing.
good.
Right. It's also today.
Yeah.
Who? Jada.
Oh, all right. Hey, girl. So while we are talking about talking about the awards, what did you think about what's the girl name? Why I can't call Young Miami? I wanted to say Carisha, please. Carisha. What is it? Carisha.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to talk about this on my little commentary, but
however,
ma'am,
hated it.
Oh,
I saw where it was trying to go. Let me say this. I saw where it was trying to go. And I also saw her come back and speak on saying, y'all didn't like it, but I liked it. Right? And you had to commit because at this point, you've been photographed too many times. Like, you had to commit. However, I did see where it was going. I feel like there were some finishing things that could have made it better. I got the concept. I think the execution was poor. Now, the other thing that I will say that I love that was kind of shown, and I'll say this real quick. With celebrities, especially at award shows, there's an expectation of flawlessness. Point blank, period. Yeah. And when you have a stylist that you have paid or that is asking you to exhibit their artistry on a red carpet, so on and so forth, there is a finish, because no shade to nobody, but I'm very clear. When I style people for award shows, for anything for their branding, they are wearing my name on their back. I don't care what the designer is. If I am associated in being a stylist, that's my brand. That's my name that you wearing. So the good, the bad, and the ugly that come along with it can be to the detriment of me and my business.
That's right.
This particular thing, and it's great that she said she liked it. I ain't really believing her, but hey, because it showed whether it was a C-section scar or a tummy tuck scar.
Yeah.
It was just not finished, and this is where I have an issue. The kind of money that I'm assuming you make, because I'm not your accountant. Somebody should have airbrushed or did some kind of makeup to make that skin look flawless if she wasn't going to wear like a nude stocking. Like we see Beyonce all the time in unitard or leotard or whatever. She got on 2 pair of stockings. Yeah. One is a flesh colored stocking, and then she has a fishnet on top, and it's held together. All of our legs jiggle and wiggle and got cellulite and all of those different things. Stretch marks. This woman had 1 or 2 children. Like, it's all a part of the evolution of our bodies, right?
Right, absolutely.
But for what was shown, like, I saw the part that your wax lady missed.
Oh.
To be fair.
Whoa. Really?
To be fair, when they showed the dress from the runway,
it wasn't a dress, but okay.
The leotard with the arm thing from the runway, I didn't like it there either. I didn't like it on that model either. But yeah, the first thing that I noticed on her was, you could see her surgery scars. That was the first thing that I saw. But yeah, I didn't like the piece coming down the New York Fashion Week either when they showed it on the model, who probably was probably 3 sizes smaller than her. And I was like, it's just not cute. It's not doing what I guess the designer really wanted to do. It wasn't my favorite of the night. But I do agree with Kay. Like, you should have got airbrushed or had some stockings on, something you was gonna wear.
Or they even could have brought the cut down some. She didn't necessarily have to have wool straight out the runway. I'm assuming that they probably couldn't have given her wool straight out the runway because, as you said, that particular model was 3 sizes smaller than she is. But the other thing is, it was cut up so high. To me, some of the places that could have made it better is to cut it down. To cover a little bit lower and still be up on the high side. Because of how her scars have healed, to me, it gave way too much attention. Now, one thing I have to say, in the midst of all of the backlash and everything that people said and all of that, she stood firm in it. And I know that's a hard place to stand, because how I was feeling is, how in the world your friends and family and people that's on your team let you walk out and it wasn't all the way together. Because your man, whether he your main man, your side man, whatever he is, was performing and receiving a big award. When she came out for the performance, slay.
That outfit was beautiful.
Slay. And it's like, Bad Boy got you together for the performance, but they left you hanging for the other side. I know that ain't how that went down, but that's what it comes to.
I think the real thing about the backlash is she normally gives.
Period.
And I think a lot of people were kind of like, well, what is this? But I think she is growing. Like, City Girls is still a group. But where they started from to where they're going, they were just in Vogue and all of that stuff. It's a big difference. And so she is moving to a different caliber of designers and people that she's working with.
Or who even is checking for her.
How many people is on, how long has she been on this platform?
She's been around for a minute.
She's been around for a few years, but
I'm talking about this platform. Like, how long her and Diddy been talking?
No, her and Diddy probably like a year. We don't know.
Well, publicly, at least a year.
At least a year.
My only point in saying that is, and this is even coming from a guy. If I really love my girl, I don't want my girl coming out looking a certain way, or any kind of way, at any point in time. Because we represent each other, especially now that we are considered an item. And like you said, when it was the Bad Boy stuff, slay. Put together.
Slay.
When it was just you on your own,
and not so much. It's weird because they got dressed together for the Met Gala and they did a whole behind the scenes thing, which was super cool.
But again,
it seemed like
she was with
his kids and a family, and she
was with them with the kids and family the whole time they was in Italy.
No. I'm saying I'm in agreement. I'm just saying it seemed like she got dressed by herself because it wasn't the cohesiveness that we're used to with them. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
But speaking of Diddy and company. Isn't Jericho No Walls gonna be? Not Jericho No Walls, but Couple Joe specifically.
Yeah,
we're gonna be at Revolt.
at the Revolt World
this weekend.
Yes, we will be.
Come on now.
This weekend.
It is.
It is this weekend.
Yeah, don't forget.
This is a big week. But this is a big week. You know.
Did you hear that?
Listen, I'm trying to act like I didn't. But listen. We got
all these amazing avenues open to us, and she's sitting here surprised, like she ain't on the VIP list, like
on the VIP.
What's so crazy, guys, is I just checked my email to make sure I had the dates right. So I knew it was this weekend. I knew that. I saw it last
You just figured that you messed with Kay.
Yeah.
right.
I'm just trying to keep Kay on her
Sound
toes.
just like
Trying to keep on her toes.
sound just like our no show brothers of the night.
I knew that. I actually really knew that.
Oh my God.
And I'm prepared.
I mean, hey, but we gonna be there. Whoa. And we're probably gonna go live. I already talked to the brothers as well, so we planning on being in the biddy, and we gonna have some fun, y'all. Y'all be ready. Be ready for us. Y'all come check us out.
We up through there.
We make it up for last week. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give y'all a couple of rounds this week, huh?
Yay.
Every round goes high and high.
Ooh, oh my Lord.
Yes.
So now that we've kind of gotten into this, we can go into hot topics. Number 2.
Okay.
You want to give us number 2?
Where did this stem from?
Yeah, I think.
Would you marry a person with kids? Yes. Who wouldn't?
In this day and age, how you ain't? Sorry.
Like who wouldn't?
I think it matters about your age. I think at a certain age range, I think it's.
Shoot, right about now, honey.
They have-
16 or 21 is hot with these children.
Oh,
I know
Jesus
people
Christ.
that 16, 21 got more children than I do.
I date no.
Yes.
16, 21. Is teenage pregnancy going up? I thought it went
When
down
did it
since the
went down?
90s.
Since the what?
Since the 90s?
Well, it must be back up now.
I don't know.
Honey, it ain't been
Well-
down since the 80s.
I just met somebody in their low 20s with like 2 kids. So
I
she
mean,
had 2 kids.
that's just one person. But I will say this for my children
Mm-hmm.
that are in their early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want if they don't, being that as though they don't have children, I don't necessarily want their first option to be someone with kids.
So it's really funny. I just had this conversation. So I feel like if you don't have any kids, you can be selective with who you decide to choose. Like I can say, I don't want anybody with kids. I don't have any kids. I don't want anybody with kids. However, we start to meet guys in particular that's like, I don't want a woman with kids. And then you got 2 kids. It's like,
Yeah, 2 kids and 2 baby mamas.
exactly.
And you don't talk to man one on.
So what do you mean you don't want anybody with kids? Like,
So
it's weird.
I think it depends on the guy.
Extremely weird.
Let me start there. It depends on the guy.
Mhm.
But let me explain from a guy's point of view. It's
Okay.
not necessarily my point of view because I have stepchildren that even though I've divorced their mother, I still have a relationship with them. They still call me. They still ask for advice. They still ask for money.
Mhm.
but they're in their 30s. Was that shady?
That was shady.
Okay, I get it. I can be that way.
But it
sometimes.
was honest. But it was
Yeah. But I say that in saying, it is different for a guy
Mm-hmm.
because typically,
Mm-hmm.
okay, the children live with the mother.
Mm-hmm.
So then, if the children live with the mother and the guy gets with a woman that has kids, even though he may have kids, guess what? He's going to be.
Yeah, he know a lot of
He's going to be a full time. He's going to be more full time, typically, more full time than the bio father.
Mm-hmm.
So then, if he's more full time with the bio father, and because this is me with my experiences,
Mm-hmm.
I raised, for instance, my oldest daughter from the time that she was about 9 or so till now, and she's 33. But when graduation came, guess who was taking the pictures?
Mm-hmm.
Guess who was in the pictures?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And guess who got the shout out? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
When she graduated from college, when she graduated from, the military academy. You know what I'm saying? And all of those things happen. And guess what? Likely when she walks down the aisle, but who did the heavy lifting?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm only saying that to explain how most men may feel when it comes to stepping into a situation where you are the stepfather, which it is a difficult and often, not always, but often thankless situation.
Then stay with the mother of their children.
And that's well and don't pull up. Thank you. Now, so
shady, but honest.
So here's the other side of that, though, Erica.
It's a no for me, but
women do.
Well, not in this situation, but in the previous.
So women do typically
no
file for divorce 70 to 80% of the time. Mm-hmm. They are the plaintiff. Mm-hmm. So it's usually not the men that want to leave. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not saying that men don't have their issues, because why do the women want to leave? Mm-hmm. So we can all make speculations.
We all got issues.
And every situation is different, and that's the point, Kay. We all got issues.
All of us.
So then it just puts a man in a precarious position, because here's the other part. Mm-hmm. Let's say that you got sons. Mm-hmm. So now I gotta rough up your sons, because guess what? They're gonna be young men, mm-hmm. and physically stronger than you. Mm-hmm. And so when they do buck up, because typically they will, guess what? Man, I gotta step in. Mm-hmm. But guess what? That's still your son.
I'm gonna let it on the floor.
You know what I'm saying? But that's your son. So then
as my mama would have said, baby, I brought you in and I will knock you out.
So and I agree with you on that. But let's be honest, a 16-year-old son that's playing football, lifting weights, and he over here bench pressing 300 pounds, and
I'm
he
gonna whoop you worse
not
than the police gonna whoop you. Hear me?
Okay.
Before I let the police get a hold of you, I'm putting my literal hands on you. And when it gets to the place, this is why God didn't give me sons, like birth sons. My godson is my one and only son. I love him to death. But let me be very, very clear. If I had sons, I'm knocking you out. Period. The day that you feel like your chest and your height makes any difference on the fact that I am your mama, and this goes to my daughters, and definitely if I had a son, I'm cold cock knocking you out. I would turn that house into misery for you before you ever think that you gonna nuck if you buck, or anything else, baby. I was raised on the nuck if you buck. Come if you want to. I said what I said. I'm thankful that my children have, a father in the home and all of those wonderful things. But whether he was there or he isn't, and this is definitely not to minimize where he is, because I'm thankful. His ability to be in our home allows me to be out here in these streets building this brand and all of that. Mm-hmm. But I am very clear that if I had a son, he couldn't buck up at his daddy, and he sure couldn't buck up at his mama.
and that's fair enough, but remember the precarious position that puts a guy in.
Oh no, I'm definitely clear.
And I'm not saying that you may not have already worked that out, because you're a grown woman with kids,
I'm in agreement with what you're saying, because a lot of parents don't, and what ends up happening is now the son is disrespectful to the mother. The man is now trying to set up and show, and you sitting up here going around the man to say, oh no, that's my son. You the dumb fool. That's a foolish woman. Any woman that won't let a man help set the order in your home, but that's who you want to be the man in your life, you's a foolish woman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's the precarious position. And I'm gonna give you the other one. That's just sons. What about the daughters? In an environment that we're in now, mm-hmm. with Me Too. Mm-hmm. And we're just talking about realness, right? Mm-hmm. What if the daughter then come and say, he looked at me funny? Mm-hmm. What?
He would be missing for so long. Nobody would even know the man was missing. But that's a whole nother.
But my only point
I don't play like that with my children. But again, I do understand, because I've been on both ends of that spectrum, as being the daughter who was the one that was touched by the man, who was looking, that was really there for my mama. And then the flip side of that, I've seen people manipulate that, and the man had never done anything to them, but that's how they knew how to get certain things done. So I understand what you're saying, and I'll say this: and being a single parent, then having a spouse and having somebody in my life who was setting order in our home, I can honestly say I had to step back and allow him to set order. Why? Because I had been a single parent for so long, and it was like, this how we rock, this is how we roll. You either get on this bandwagon and get on our process, or you can be over here and we'll build what we can together, but you don't touch this over here. That's a foolish woman. I had to learn better, but guess what? I had to be honest about the fact that I needed to learn better. I had to be honest about the fact that I asked God to send me a mate that would be my priest, protector, and provider. And then I had to understand that in order for him to do that, in order for him to take his rightful place, I had to get in my rightful place. Yeah. And I had to step back, and I had to submit, and I had to say, you know what? I can't have him set order if I'm out of order. I can't allow him to be everything that he is been sent to be if I'm out of order. And if I'm not respecting the order that he is setting, then there's disrespect that's going to come from my children who they know don't play with. So there is a line of respect that I had to, one, unlearn and then relearn. There are some boundaries that I had to remove because I was automatically wanting to take the side of my children. Because can I be honest, to all the single mamas out there, we've all said this: if that could leave, it's me and them. Mama's baby, daddy maybe. And a lot of times that mindset, that thought process got us by ourselves. Got us not because we're not marriage material, but because we've taken the marriage material that we had and we done cut it all up, trying to make it something else, and now we just got remnants of what should have been our wedding dresses, remnants of what should have been the memories and the legacy and relationship that we should have been building, all because you ain't want to submit and let that man be a man. And in a lot of instances, because a lot of the men that will get into those situations or marry a woman with children or vice versa, because that woman is already feeling like you should see me as an asset because I've taken care of my children. We've done all of these things. Let me just walk down this road because I've been on it. What we do is, it's like, you don't see all of my value. And what he's saying is, all I see is your trauma. And what I want to do is show you that you're way more valuable than the trauma and the survival mode that you've been in. Let me show you how to live and enjoy and have a real partnership. But when you've done it by yourself, when you got it out the mud, how about this? When you got out the dirt and you was praying for the water for some mud. Okay. When that's been your situation, when you get to a place that got hardwood floors and carpets, while you learn to appreciate it, you don't learn to value it until you realize that this is what comes with the upgrade.
Yeah. And here's that other side too for the brothers. Well, then you're a great mom. You take care of your kids and you do a good job. You take care of yourself.
But you don't know how to take care of you. You ain't telling me nothing. Listen, I had to
walk because everybody's taken care of.
Except for that man.
Everybody's taken care of. The kids is good, and his money is going towards helping
the house. That's
the house, which is not just him. It's you and the kids. Us. That's not necessarily biologically his. So then when he gets ready to say, wait a minute, hold on, I ain't gonna put up with this. What you say? You say, wait a minute, hold on. I thought I was the man. I thought I was paying the majority of the bills, and you telling me I don't have a say so when it comes to
nothing.
So it's a very difficult situation because then most men also then feel like now I'm getting the leftovers of you, and not getting, you know what I'm saying, and not getting you. It's
a prioritizing, and I definitely agree with that. This right at my front door. Like, I'm definitely in agreement because I've always been able to be a good woman to a man and be a mom, but a lot of times that was a separate situation. I didn't mix the two. But then when I did, there were things that I had to come back and start realizing, like, I had to be intentional about our relationship, about us spending time. And for a time that was, but then we got in the hustle of building and doing some things. And then you start seeing that person has taken on some responsibility, not that they can't handle, but there is a cheering, there is a massaging, there is a uplifting piece that is needed to say, babe, I see you, you're doing a good job. And not just in my mouth, but in my actions, and how I not only submit, but how I spend time with you, how I'm intentional with you. Ladies, we walk around so much like, oh, he don't buy me flowers no more, he don't do me this, and he don't do me that. And for men, this is something that I have learned, and Markell, you can definitely chime in on this, I'm sure. Men are not going to say that's something that they need. They just gonna figure out how to make sure that they're good. But over time, that builds resentment.
It does.
If I'm not intentional about you, but I'm intentional about us, because I go to work every day and I'm making sure that you ain't worried about the mortgage and you ain't worried about the bills or whatever the case may be. Listen, however your household run. But if that is what he's doing, most men, that is their love language. My ability to provide for you is my love language.
That's my
what
love
they
language.
look for from us is the nurturing that they see us give their children, biological or otherwise. Because what happens is if she love on them, she got some love for me. And oftentimes we assume that our showing love is giving them some butt at the end of the night, or at least once or twice a week, and hoping that they feel good. No, because can we be honest, ladies? Let's be honest. Yes, we like that sensual feeling from a man, but if he just climb on top of you or climb behind you, whatever your preference is, and he roll over and go to sleep, eventually even that get old for you. Imagine what it is for him. That same way we want to be caressed, the same way we want to be felt on, and all of these different things, they want it too. I have learned that same sensual rub and all of that stuff that we be looking for, they like it too. And I think that we got to get out of the place of assuming that just going out and then them spending money to feed us out to dinner, or them being intentional because they know we like to do certain things, we just let them do it, versus us reciprocating in the relationship. Because can we be honest, if he paying all of the bills, some of your money should be entertaining y'all in a different capacity. Should be like, hey babe, what is your love language, so that I can be able to cater to you in the way that you see it.
To that person, because here's
Definitely to that person.
Here's the other part, right? So especially in relationships, living, marriages and things of that nature. Cohabitation for sure. Okay, all right, so you wash his clothes, but you wash everybody's clothes.
What is special for him?
You cook dinner, but you cook dinner for everybody. Well, you clean the house. Well, everybody's supposed to clean the house. So then, what's for him? Because that's usually where the lack is, right? Like there is nothing for that man. So what you give him, a man cave? Well, I don't necessarily. I mean, I can have my own place, and I don't need a man cave. I want something from you to me. That's my love language. That lets me know that this is the one thing I want. That's all about me. Because everybody gets what they need, right? And I make sure everybody else has what they need. Because I take you out because you want to go out to nice places. Because your love language is restaurants. So you want to go out to eat. So guess what? I'm springing for dinner. And don't act like springing for dinner is a small feat.
Especially because where I like to eat it.
Because do you have $200, $300 to spend on dinner? So stop making it seem like that's insignificant. Stop making it seem like it's insignificant. I'm not saying that he don't supposed to. I'm saying don't act like it's insignificant.
Don't minimize it.
Don't minimize it. Because then if I said, well, you're supposed to cook dinner, but then you be like, well, your feelings be hurt. So then our feelings will get hurt too when you be like, well, you're supposed to buy dinner. Wait, hold on. So we can move on now. But I think if anybody has to chime in on this, listen, please put some questions in the comments, or even put your answers in the comments. We would like to hear from you, and you know us, we'll go back and check it out.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it.
And
We'll talk about it. Listen, check. We'll check for it.
Next question is, how much skin should women show in public?
Ooh. Women or men?
Women or men?
I was just on the boat. I seen it all.
Oh, I know you did.
I seen it all. Just
starting
like
at 6 a.m.
Baby.
Listen, they was out there in their bikinis, in their swim trunks, in their speedos.
All day.
My man,
all day.
I think the last cruise I went on, the gym opened at 6. I went to the gym. When I was coming down from the gym, the people was out there sunbathing. I'm like, oh, don't.
Oh, I saw some lips.
Baby.
Both sets.
Jesus.
I'm like, and she walking up to her man, bro, you don't want to.
They like it.
No,
what I am very much aware of. At this point, every man's security with a women wearing certain stuff is different. Now, I don't think that all of what we be seeing, they really be secure in, but they don't want to say that.
That's true.
Because I see men because my thing is, if a man, I understand there should be a level of respect, but I also feel like it's certain stuff that men just feel like, don't try my girl, or don't look at her, but you want her to wear that, or you let her wear that because you knew your cheeks, both, is out.
Both of them.
People is going to look,
Both.
And now we are literally in the era of less is less.
Less is less.
Not even less is more. Less is less and less. Like
it's just less.
It's no. I fight with this. But again, I feel like it's a choice. But I fight with this because I come from the era of concealing is sexy. Like I can be sexy and you not see now set of cheeks or lips.
Mm-hmm.
And you still is imagining what the cheeks or lips look like underneath them clothes. And that's the part that just throws me, because this is the generation that don't wear no panties. Told y'all when I went to see Meg, I was like, I could have gotten my doctorate in OBGYN.
OBGYN, that's okay. Got it.
I was just like, I could have been a gyno, for real. Girl, I wouldn't have needed not one tool to do an annual. That's just how wide open the people was.
My answer to that question, though, is it depends on where you're going. It depends on the function. And I feel like Kay always says, dress for your body type. I also feel like you should dress for where you're going to. You don't want to be at the Stellas when the outfit, like Carisha wore to the VMAs. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be on, in my opinion, which I mean, everybody has their own opinion. You don't want to be on a family cruise line like Carnival in a G-string swimsuit. That's for the Virgin line. That's adults only.
The Virgin line. Oh.
That's adults only. It's adult only line. So I feel like
crazy that the name is Virgin.
It's crazy.
Okay. All right.
I just feel like it depends. Like, I mean, I'm one of those people, like, to me, confidence is the most sexy thing that you could put on. So if you feel confident in that, then go for what you know. But as Kay just said, people are going to look, and we in the generation, people are going to say something. So you have to be prepared. You know, so...
And that's the other side. So then when you get catcalled, what's that?
Then you want to Me Too.
Then he just like, babe, what's up, baby?
They kill me with the Me Too.
Then you want to Me Too, but you want that. So, and you know, like, wear what you want to wear, do what you want to do, but I didn't do that for this. I did this for me. But you knew that this was.
But did you do it for you? And you put everything everything down, you re-securing and all of that stuff. Listen, that's a whole nother show. But what I have an issue with is if you're doing it for you and you already knew it was crawling in your booty when you was in the room trying to put it on, and now you out here and you wondering why one whole cheek is eating the other side of your doggone panties, you knew that before you left. So please miss me with that. Like, I'm with Erica. At the end of the day, it's all about confidence and it's sexy. When you have to tug, tuck, and pull, you ain't confident. Yeah. Because if you is, no matter where that string go, baby, it don't matter. That's where it decided to go. That's where it's supposed to go, and I'm gonna keep on walking. If you have to adjust yourself, you're not confident in it. That's just the truth. And I, as a woman, hate when other women that know that that's not your friend's security, but you trying to push her level because, can I keep it 100?
Keep it above.
Because you really not confident in it, but your friend don't look as good as you do. So y'all gonna go out there because you look right in it and she look wrong in it, but you both is wrong because you ain't her friend because you didn't tell her that. That's another story. That's a whole nother day. But I'm sick and tired of y'all, of us as women, and I can't even say us because I don't do that. I don't roll with my friends looking half cocked. Point blank, period. And if my girl don't look right, I'ma style her, pull her together. We ride all walking out as baddies. And I just don't understand. You be letting your friend walk around looking crazy. I have always hated that, especially as the person who was always, you know, the big friend with the cute face, cute for a big girl. No, I was cute, period. Point blank.
And can I say that and this is maybe a bit going left, but for me personally, I really had a problem during the pandemic because I felt my best asset was my smile that I paid good money for, by the way. And I was mad because I had to wear the mask and I couldn't even, you know what I'm saying?
You're never fully dressed without a smile.
You see what I'm saying? You're never fully dressed without a smile. Listen, y'all.
I had the mask that Derek Blank was making. Derek Blank was making.
They had the teeth on there?
They had my smile. It was literally take your smile off your picture, so it literally looked like your smile.
Really? You should have told me about that.
What I will say to what Kay was saying, more so than the clothes, it's the heels for me. If y'all let y'all friend walk out and she leaning to the side on the heels, y'all wrong for that. Let me tell you something. If you know your friend can't walk in heels, it's okay to have a friend in flats. It don't bring the group down. Because what bring the group down is that knee buckling.
It brings everybody down. Everybody trying to pick you up.
This is what bring the group down. And her halfway walking, I'm so over it.
And what really bring the group down is that friend who take the shoes off at the end of the night because she can't. Listen,
oh my Lord.
Just let her wear flats. It's okay. Or let her wear a heel that she's comfortable in. Let me tell y'all why I love 2023.
Why do you love 2023?
The girls are wearing doggone near heels. Yes, and they like, well, I'm out. Y'all, I went to this club in Miami and the girls was out with their kitten heels. And guess what? They was cute. They was cute. They was so cute. And I'm like,
with the old school 60-year-old heels, you know what I'm saying? You know the 60-year-old.
They're making cute kids.
They had their midi dresses on, like the dress that come like to the calf, and they had their little heels on, and they were cute. And they was comfortable. And they were comfortable. And I say that
comfortable
to
say,
I'd rather you be comfortable and confident.
Now, before I'll let my feet hurt. That's why I'm a little bit of a sneakerhead, baby. If it all come down to it, I'll make some sneakers do what it do. On a whole nother
so I have a guilty pleasure that I think is appropriate for me to unveil at this point in time. If I'm ever feeling bad or if I'm having a rough day, I go to YouTube and I watch women in heels fall. It is the most hilarious thing to me, and it's the one. It's the one where she looked like a transformer, so she walking and then you know just. You know what I'm saying? And she be.
Because the fall comes, she's trying to catch herself.
I'm mad because I'm going to be on YouTube.
She's trying to catch herself.
I'm so mad that I'm really fixing to do it.
It's that breakdance before they fall.
And it's like the body going one way, the face is going another way, and it's tragic. And when I tell you, it's a guilty pleasure.
And I need to do a live on this or a TikTok or something. I'm getting better with my content.
Okay.
Girl, I have to tell you, I did a whole makeup tutorial content today.
Okay.
And none of it saved.
But your makeup is beautiful.
Thank you. But none of it saved.
Oh my Lord.
I was trying to do it on TikTok.
I know
so
that
could do
feeling.
the little thing. But I refused to start over. So I just was like, we'll try this again another day. But what kills me with women in heels is when they knock your socks. And your toes look like they are trying to jump off your feet to the concrete.
I'm gonna risk it all.
They hurt and you keep trying to slide them back and your toes just saying, take me down!
You about to have a broke ankle, dusty feet.
I'm talking about toes just running to the front of the shoes.
Running.
And literally, this is the base of the shoe and the toe is just like over it.
Over it.
Just over it. Like literally just hanging on. I'm saying you be clenching your toes at the end of the thing. And what I hate is when it's like a really nice, like she looks so good and then you take a picture or they done took a picture and then you just look down at your feet and just be like.
I wore some heels for my sister's birthday with my sister-in-law birthday dinner. And they hurt my feet so bad. I sat down to dinner. I walked to the car, took them things out so bad. I said, we going somewhere else? I got to stop there walking and get another pair of shoes.
Something, because this is not.
Honest about
it just won't work.
An extra pair of shoes with me everywhere.
It just won't work.
Back up there in my car at all times. They could go with absolutely anything I got on.
It just won't work.
I prepared my car, but I was in Louisiana, so I didn't have. I had to buy everything the day of the dinner. So it's like,
yeah.
It's all right.
But that just lets me to say this. I'm done with Aldo shoes like that. I'm done with.
Oh my Lord. We don't know if they would have been a sponsor.
Oh, sorry. Kay still wears them.
That's a lie. No shade out. I've never even.
I feel like
where the shade fan at? Where the shade fan at?
That was just really true.
Aldo took the place of Baker's, and like Baker's shoes used to hurt.
Heck yeah, girl.
And Baker's shoes used to.
And my sister had a joke about Baker's.
Woo! And Aldo.
We had a pair of Baker shoes. I will never forget this shoe.
I never
We went to the 559. Oh,
559.
The shoe had one thing to go over the toe. One thing that went over the foot, and then the rest of it is like literally strapped all the way up your leg.
That's the shoes I just had from Aldo that I wore.
Girl, girl. Listen,
the little foot part,
the
foot part, the middle part, and then the little wrap around.
The shoe was sexy. It's a stiletto. Listen,
because I can imagine it. I already know
this how thin. This how thin. The bottom of that shoe is. When I tell you every rock, crack,
you could feel all of it.
You felt it. My feet burned so bad, and then my feet swelled up. Mind you, this is like in my teens because I was out early because I had my older sister. Listen,
Linda.
She had we both had on the black ones. I never.
My black too.
My foot looked like King Knuckles. My foot was my toes looked like this. Oh, it was horrible. And if you know me, ever. And if you know me, listen, I do not believe in like walking like your feet are hurting.
Me either.
I would literally.
Because I'm going to YouTube.
When I felt my feet starting to hurt, I would literally pause up against the wall and kind of like just tilt my feet back because the ball of my foot was like. It was horrible. Woo! Jesus, Lord. Woo! That shoe ain't no joke, girl. I'm talking about, I remember that. Y'all, I was like 14 or 15 years old. Way too young to be up in the 559, but she was there.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. That shoe hurt. That's what's wrong now. I can be very honest. Being grown too. Oh, my God. It's a picture on my phone. I got to find it for y'all. Of being in Lenox Mall. And there was this little young girl. She probably was about the same age I was at that time, about 14, 15. She got this whole little fitted body red thing on in there trying to get somebody daddy because she don't know who hers is because that's just literally how And then her little friend got on a little short
you ain't
dress.
running out the house like that.
Oh, she definitely now. She may have got dressed like that at home, but it looked like a situation that she got dressed at her friend's house and then they came
Okay,
to the mall.
okay,
That's
okay.
what I'm assuming.
Not
Because her
that I
friend
can't
had
remember.
on some little like sensible like flat, but now in her hand was her heels. But she had them little fluffy things on. Listen, I couldn't even be mad. So they're standing in the
The fluffy things.
you know, the little fluffy slides. They standing in a Chipotle line, and I literally I couldn't help it. I was like,
Oh, I got a video on my phone.
and just made the screen go bigger because I was just like, this is ridiculous. And then the girl, she literally walked. This is how she walking.
Oh.
She hold on to the counter. So when she got the food, I couldn't help it. I just couldn't help it. I was trying to stay looking forward because she kind of was looking to see if anybody was looking at her. Y'all, I promise you, she was walking like a paraplegic that just started their
Just started their journey.
Baby, just started their journey back, and this is not me trying to be funny because listen,
Because she just.
boy, I was on a walker. I was on a walker. Listen, they thought I was gonna be a paraplegic. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I got the ability to walk back after a year, so I'm not trying to be funny, but I knew the walk. I was like, baby girl. And then the food court, if you know the food court at Lennox is, it's definitely
downstairs.
It's downstairs. And in the back, yes. Yes.
I said, oh, how she
There is not a parking deck over there.
I'm gonna say this one more time. Wearing heels in the mall is just a no-go. The
Yeah.
mall is for flats or sneakers.
And that hard ground, girl, it's no cushion.
If
That's
you go
true.
to the mall with me, we going in sneakers because we're gonna be in there for a
Because
while.
I'm telling you, I don't even like wearing my name brand shoes to the mall or to places where I'm walking a lot. I will wear my name brand sneakers or my shoes to a wedding or something like that, or to something where we'll be sitting more often than not. But I am not.
Cause even Louboutins for men, baby, they bloody shoes on their feet too. Please
Come on. The blood is about to
the
run.
blood is not. Listen, the blood is real.
Even my most comfortable red bottoms, I can't wear them too long. So,
Girl, all of my shoes.
There you go.
I
We're
know where I can
trying to
wear
put y'all
them.
up on game.
I'm just saying.
We're trying to help y'all. We're trying to help y'all.
So regardless of what you can wear when overtime, regardless of how much skin you can show, listen, how much foot can you take, girl? Because you need to know where you're going. Because that's the other thing, even about like going out and doing different things. Like, I need VIP, I need valet, like all of that. Because depending on where I'm going, listen, and that's why I'm always mindful. Like, where am I going? I need to know what shoe, if I'm gonna be standing up, like all of that, because that ain't cute. And I believe that if I walk in straight up, I need to walk out straight up. Not lengthening, not trying to grab the wall. And if my feet is hurt, I'm gonna find me a nice, handsome man.
So walk me back on.
Listen,
Come on now.
I'm gonna hold as much of my weight as I can, but I'm trying to get off that foot.
My favorite question when people invite me out is, do you have a section? Because if you don't, I ain't gonna be there.
Oh, that was like going to 2 Chainz birthday party. Them platforms that your girl had on, strappy shoes is not the light. The shoe didn't hurt, but the strappiness of that shoe, all them jewels on it, it was cute. But thank you, Lord, for the VIP. Thank you for the section, y'all. Thank you.
Sometimes strappy shoes be giving my pinky toe.
It's already numb.
And I be telling you, it's so bad, because you know, with a strappy shoe, if you could just adjust your toe just enough to let that toe out of there. But I couldn't, because I was around too many people. But
So you
let me
got the
tell you
strap,
something,
and you better stick that pinky toe out there.
that toenail had so much pressure from that one little strap. That's because I also have short toes. Like, I got my feet, my toes are short.
They not that
So,
long.
oh my Lord, that little pinky toe,
not that long.
that pinky toe, like,
strappy shoes.
woo!
It's not an ugly toe. It's
Y'all
just,
need to go back to
It's
making
short.
wide shoes. Especially if it's gonna be strappy.
Yes, girl.
Let
It
me
was
get
so
a
nice.
7W.
Let me get the W.
Let me get that
Let me get it.
7W. And my foot is definitely not wide at all, but I'm gonna need it for the strap. My legs still gotta breathe.
Listen.
Listen. Not that strap like that, man.
And I feel bad for the men because with men, y'all can't slide jump without no shoe. Like a woman, you can't. You really can't. You just gotta suffer on through that.
Which I think that's one of the reasons why Jordans and Alexander McQueen and all these other name brand Louboutins have these luxury sneakers, that are really doing well on the market because we do want to dress nice, right? But sometimes it's just not advantageous to.
And that's why Air Force Ones is still one of the highest ranking white Nike dress up, dress down sneaker. Even though they heavy to me. They heavy to me.
They are heavy. They one of them shoes that you don't want nobody throwing at you.
Do you guys know I just started wearing sneakers? Like since high school, like I just never wore sneakers. I'm like a flat.
What did you wear in high school?
I mean, I wore sneakers in high school. I'm saying
after high school.
Yeah, I would normally wear just like flats or like closed toe flats, open toe flats, or I wear my heels.
I kind of just got into flats. I never liked them because I'm hippie, and so I just felt like being hippie, like flats just made my legs look stumpy. So I never really got into that. But like as the trend kind of went, I would do like a mule. Or now I really like the pointed toe flats because it give another look. Yeah. Because depending on if your body round, you definitely don't need a round.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. Let me give y'all ladies a tip out here, okay? Let me give y'all ladies a tip. Us brothers, we love a good old feminine woman. We love a woman's woman. Just like y'all love a man's man. Like when a man walks into the room with his chest out, well-groomed, whether it's a suit and tie type of situation,
baby,
or whether it's a dress like polo jacket. But if you got that male swag, every especially my straight women, y'all love a good masculine man. So on the other end, as much as we fellas would never go get our nails done or our feet done, we love for y'all to do it. And we love to see y'all that way. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing like a good old feminine woman that come over there smelling good, looking good, that comes in that soft girl energy, as they say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we love that, man. We love it. We love it. And so if you got your pointed toe shoes, you know what I'm saying? And we'll still entertain you if you dress like a dude. But if you that feminine woman, oh boy. That drive us crazy. And we give you the sun, moon, and stars, and we just keep doing it.
Oh, let me tell y'all a nice look. I'm just gonna drop this in.
Drop. Overtime.
Curvy ladies who deal with cellulite and all of that stuff, and even maybe moisture issues. Because like I didn't grow up with, well, I grew up with my mom, but like my mom didn't like press moisturizing. Like we were never ashy, but like having that moisture routine, getting out of the shower, rubbing yourself down, so and so, all of that came later on in my life. Like I always have smelled good, I always looked good, but I wasn't like, oh, let me do this. As I'm getting older, and even as an esthetician, like I understand the moisture to the skin, right? But there is this stuff that I have gotten. Matter of fact, I ended up getting it from Walmart, but I've gotten it from, I can't think of the name of the people some other time, but Walmart has it. Girl, it's a cellulite thigh. Well, you can put it everywhere because I put it everywhere. But it's for cellulite. It's a body scrub / mask.
She putting it all up on her.
Baby, the way I feel this, baby, feel like baby skin straight off of baby butt, baby. I'm talking about, and I feel good. I like to go, ooh.
With the
it's like it, yes. And I put it literally from my knees all the way up to like mid waist. Girl, the way it make your butt and your thighs and stuff feel, it is absolutely amazing. And what I can also say is I am seeing the difference. If you know me, like I have my own shapewear line, so I wear shapewear every day, even if it's just a slimmer. But when I've been wearing some jogging suits lately because I'm in the gym, y'all, I can tell the difference in my thighs, like on a whole nother level. I think it may have cost me $6.99 or something like that.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Oh, but it smells amazing. I have the watermelon scent, so it's like a red and a green. But y'all, matter of fact, I can't wait to get home so I can go put something on. It feels good. And if you do lay in a bed with somebody besides yourself, listen, it make you want to scooch on up. Just scooch on up just a little bit.
Scooch on up to the
and as Markell said, you know, that soft era, having that skin feel like that when you rub across, that moisturizing is one thing, but listen, that mask hit different.
Yeah. Yeah, so we can appreciate it. So look, we had so much that we missed out on.
So
we got more.
Was good.
We want to talk about Deion Sanders in Colorado,
But
and how they got another win, and they came back. You know
but
what I'm saying? And they went
showtime.
crazy.
Showtime.
You see what I'm saying?
I'll be glad when y'all stop sleeping on my boy Deion.
Listen. Prime time, Coach Prime, huh? Coach, but we ain't even. We're gonna talk about him again next week because
he done lost his toes and he's still moving.
Oh, you see what I'm saying? And he got on.
No,
back.
I'm just saying he didn't let it stop him. That's what I love about him. Listen, they've been counting Deion out for a long time. When he was trying to do both sports, when he was trying to do all of that, they've been talking cash money junk. But listen, he's
overcome every time.
He's a guy's kid, baby, and he is not playing. Listen, I got so many motivational little reels and stuff from Deion. He gives it to us straight up. He said, I don't work alone. I work confidence. What's the smell? Okay. It's confidence. That's what I'm talking about. Listen.
See what I'm saying? And we didn't talk about Aaron Rodgers, that they got hurt. We didn't talk about, so we did do entertainment, and we didn't get to my sermon notes, but we're going to get back to those. And but I do have one Church of R&B song.
Okay. And that's so funny because I had one. I kept saying I wouldn't forget it, and I feel like I forgot it.
You feel like you forgot it?
What you had?
I'm gonna try to think about it.
Okay, so I was a bit upset with myself when we had Michael Jackson and Prince here, because we did a bunch of Michael Jackson stuff and we didn't do really enough Prince.
Okay.
I did.
You did. You came through with the Prince, but I did want to even that out.
Okay.
Church of R&B. I would die for you.
Oh.
I would die for you. Listen. What are you doing? You see what I'm saying? Listen. Matter of fact, we probably gonna do it for like, Palm Sunday or something like that.
No, that's a good one.
Yeah. But we won't do the whole song, right? But we'll do, a version of it, or we might just have the music for it and do something that, we'll be creative. You know how we do it with Jericho?
Yeah.
I'm stuck. I really had Church of R&B song, and I really forgot it, and I kept saying I cannot forget this.
We got to write it down because we got so much going on. Come on.
Yes.
Come on. I won't even call you old because I'm older than you.
I got it.
Oh, she got it. Okay.
It's my favorite singer again. It's Whitney Houston.
Whitney.
Oh, I hope you ain't got my song because mine was a Whitney song. Let's go.
And it's My Love Is Your Love.
Oh, yeah.
It would take an eternity to break us, and the chains of Amistad can't hold us.
Look at that. All right.
I love that one.
Okay, so my song is a Whitney Houston song.
Woo!
Okay.
Because I love me some Whitney, and I'm probably going to listen to it on the way home.
On the way home.
Huh?
She gonna put you to sleep, or she gonna have?
No, she gonna write the same. She gonna write the same. Listen.
Okay.
And that is, I didn't know my own strength.
That's a good one.
Listen.
Okay.
I crashed down.
Okay.
I tumbled, but I did not crumble. I got through all the pain. I didn't know my own strength. Listen, there were so many times I thought I wouldn't make it through, and I thought I took all that I could take. What you said?
Didn't R. Kelly write that one? Just want to point that out.
Didn't know my own strength.
He did. That's the one you sang at the funeral, right? Or I Look to You.
I thought he might have to you. He might have did both of them.
He might have did both.
I think he might have sung I Look to You though at the funeral.
Oh my Lord.
But guess what? That's an amazing song.
Man, when she was singing it, I was going through something when that song had first came out, and it's still one of my go-tos. Matter of fact, I will be listening to it tonight.
Listen to that tonight. I might gotta join you.
So yeah, so hey y'all, I just want to let y'all know, man, that we love y'all. We appreciate you all. I guess I got to find a sip today.
You got to find a sip.
Hey,
Sip it on out. Sip it on out.
Sip it on out. Well, listen.
Send it all down.
As we talked about Prince and he talked about I would die for you. Guess what? Just remember this. There is no greater love than a man who would lay down his life for his friend. And guess what? You have somebody that was willing to lay down their life for you. So what that means is that you should do the most that you can with the life that you have. Don't worry about what happened before. You can only play the hand with the cards that you've been dealt. Make the best choices today.
Amen. That was good.
Good old final sip today. Hey, we love y'all. I would die for you. Okay, I gotta cut it off. Because we didn't
lay down his life for friends.
Love y'all.